Hi, good evening people. This is Pradeep here from Manila with new video on Excel tips and tricks. This is my first video from Manila. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to work with the huge data, and this video is divided into three different parts. Let me first explain what exactly is going to be in this video in three different parts. First part has the data like this, and within this data, I want this data to be converted into this format where I can only see the first brand A and the subsequent brand A will be removed from this data. So this is going to be my final structure of the database after I use certain ways to remove the subsequent or duplicate or second, third, fourth duplicate values of one particular brand. Similarly, if I talk about the next phase in this video, this is the second part of the video. Here I want the similar data. This data should have the border lines like this. Now you will notice that brand A, only brand A are included in one border. Then brand B has got a separate border, box border. Brand C, brand D and brand E. Similar to this, I want my entire data to get formatted. Third option is here. This is similar to the example number 2 but not exactly very much similar. What I need to do is these brand A, I want to merge the cell. So that means in the entire brand A, so there are 5 brand A or 6 brand A, whatever it is, I want only one single brand A within the merge cell. So how can we convert this particular data into these three different formats? So this is going to be explained in this video. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the very first video. How do we remove the duplicate values or duplicate entries from one particular column? So in this, we have to go to sheet number 2 where I have similar data available. Now here, in order to do this example, we are just going to count the occurrences of each brand. That means first occurrence of brand A will be given here 1. This is the second brand A, so it will get 2. This is the third brand A, it will get 3, 4 and so on. But again, when it comes to brand B, it will again start the counter from 1. So I want to find out how many occurrences of equal individual brands are there in this entire data. So here, in order to find out the duplicate, I'm going to use a very simple formula that is equal to count if. Now when I use equal to count if, here it is asking me for a range. Now people, this technique that I'm going to use here, it's a unique technique and can be used in several different examples. So here it is asking me for a range. So I'm not going to select a range, but I'm going to select brand A and I'll put a colon. So that gets me brand A again. Now I want to count only B8 value here. I'll put a comma and then again I'm going to select brand A. I close the bracket. Now if I press enter, of course I'm going to get only 1. And if I drag it down, if I double click here, I get only 1 across the range, which is quite logical because I'm trying to count the same value within the same cell. So of course it's going to give me a value or count as 1. But here I'm just going to tweak this formula a little bit and I'm just going to freeze this B8. Now people, this is not a normal freezing. Normally when we freeze the range, we freeze both the ends of a particular range. But here in this example, I'm only going to freeze the upper range, upper value, but not the lower end. See, after colon, this is not frozen. So now when I press enter, see what exactly is it doing. If I drag it down, here it is 1 and this is 2. So now first brand A has got 1, second brand A has got 2, and let me drag it a little down and see what exactly happens. So second brand A has got 2, third brand A has got 3, fourth brand A has got 4. So this is what is happening. It is just counting the occurrences of brand A. So it is also giving them the numbers to each one of them. Now here, if I drag it down, see what exactly happens. Now how is this happening? When you look at the first brand A, first counted function, it gives me it counts the value brand A within the same cell. But when I drag a little bit down, one cell down, then you will notice that this blue color range has increased by one cell. But this time we are not counting the previous brand A, but we are counting the next brand A. Similarly, if I go down, this blue range has again increased by one cell. So as I go down, that range increases. And finally here within this range, we have 5 brand A. So above this current brand A, there are 5 different brand A's, which is being counted by this counter function. But again, now when we talk about brand B, what exactly happens? It is now counting brand B within this blue range. So we have got only one brand B. Similarly, if you can check within this range, there are 2 brand B's, right? So this gives me the count of each brand. But this is not going to help me, because what I need is I want to remove the rest of the brand A, brand B, brand C, and so on. So in order to do that, what I need to do is I'm only interested in first brand, rest brands I'm least interested, and I just want to remove them. So I'm going to convert this formula and I'm going to evaluate this by 1. Evaluating this by 1 means, see here, the first one is true, but rest of the brands are not true. So see, first we have got as true, and these are false, because of course the count of those brands are not equal to 1. So I'm just going to drag it down and see here what exactly happened. Here, when I drag it down, the first brand A has got value output as true. Second time, the first brand B has got true. First brand C has got true. So this is what exactly I needed. But in order to do it, to complete this process, I'm going to replace all these trues with blank space. But here there's one simple problem. If I select all the values, and if I press Ctrl H, which is the shortcut of find and replace, here I'll try to find true and replace it with value. So if I click on replace all, see, it does not work, because this is an error message. This is not a value. Had it been the value true or false, we could have located them, but here it does not work. So in order to replace all true with blank space, I'm going to paste special as values. So this is one again trick to simply paste special as values. How do we do that? What you can do is you can select the entire data the way I have selected the entire data. Hold the right key on the mouse. Hold the right key. While holding the key, drag the data out and put the data back into its own position. I repeat it once again. Hold the data on the border, drag it out and put it back at the same position and leave it. Now here you see the option which says copy here as values only. Now see, this is a formula. I can, as soon as I select this, it replaces all the blank cells or all the formula with value. So here I've got the value. The people, those who are not comfortable with this trick, can use Ctrl C, right click, paste special values, and OK. So this is the normal technique to use paste special. Now after this, I'm going to use find and replace. This time I'm going to use true. I want all the true to be replaced with the blank cell. Now when I click on replace all, it replaces all the values. So with this, now I've been able to replace all the true with false. Now see, it's a very simple trick. I'm going to copy this and I'll paste it here. But see, how do I want to paste it? I want first brand A should be there, first brand B should be there, first brand C should be there, and so on. So what I'll do is I'll do right click here. I go to paste special, and you see this is the first cell which is blank, and the rest of the cells can be replaced by false. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this brand A as it is, but rest of the brand A will get replaced by false, and same thing going to happen with brand B, brand C, brand D, and so on. So in order to paste it in this way, I'll just go to paste special and I'll check the box which says skip blanks and I click OK. Now you will notice that all the second, third, fourth brands have got replaced by false. Now my job is very simple. I'll again press Ctrl H. This time I'm going to find false and replace it with blank cell. So here's the solution. So people, with this we have been able to achieve the final solution, that is duplicate values of particular brand or particular category has to be removed. So this is the way you can do it. This was the helper column. Thank you very much, helper column. Now you're good to go. So I can delete them and I've got the final solution. Thank you very much with this video. Please do watch the next series of the same video, which is going to be with the new tips and tricks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.